Open your minds, imagination. Open your hearts, imagination. And then, Ji, who is the Holy One, will appear.
Welcome, beloveds. Welcome to this final First Tuesday Chapel of this 2023.
Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart.
We are glad that
she welcomes you. She welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you. She welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you. She welcomes you.
Welcome, everyone.
Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you. She welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart.
Invite you to sit in the cave of your heart.
She welcomes you. She welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you. She welcomes you. Come into the lair of my prayer, lair of my prayer, lair of my prayer. She welcomes you. She welcomes you. Come into the lair of my prayer, lair of my prayer, lair of my prayer.
Lair of your
She
prayer.
welcomes you. She welcomes you. Come into the cave of my
Welcome,
heart,
everyone.
cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you. She welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my
Cave of your heart. Welcome.
She welcomes you. She welcomes you. Come into the beat of my drum, beat of my drum, the beat of my drum. She welcomes you. She welcomes you.
The beat of your heartbeat. Welcome.
Into the beat of my drum, beat of my drum, beat of my drum. She welcomes you. She welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart.
Cave of everyone. Welcome to the final chapel of this 2023 academic year.
Cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you. She welcomes you.
So glad that you're among us. Welcome. Welcome to the cave of your heart, the space of sanctuary. Welcome. Welcome everyone to chapel. May you be blessed.
No matter who you love, welcome.
No matter how you identify, welcome. No matter where you have been or where you think you are going.
Welcome. We gather in love, in mercy, in respect, in joy, in sorrow, in privilege, in humility. We gather in service with the knowledge that all that needs to be accomplished will not be accomplished in our lifetime.
We gather to celebrate of parenthood and offer a shout out to all those who identify as mothers. Happy Mother's Day. We pause in honor of all those who have given their lives through their service in the military. We recognize Memorial Day. Please join me in a sacred pause to remember those who have died. Welcome to this sacred time for the community of Sanctuary. We invite Matthew to bring our land acknowledgement.
I ask you to take a moment to reflect on the first people of the land that you reside on. You can place their names in the chat to lift their names and remind us that we are all on stolen land. We acknowledge that as we gather in Oakland and beyond, our school resides on the traditional and unceded territory of the Chochenyo Ohlone people. The Ohlone have lived in this area for thousands of years, been the stewards of this land, and their culture and way of life are deeply and spiritually connected to this land. As part of our seminary's commitment to educate religious and spiritual leaders that counter oppressions, we acknowledge the historic and ongoing injustices that have resulted from the colonization and displacement of the Ohlone and First People, and we honor them. We are grateful for the opportunity to live and work on this land, and we commit to learning more about the Ohlone people and their history as we offer our respect and gratitude to all Indigenous communities, past and present, that care for and shape the land. We dedicate ourselves to working to build a more just, sustainable, and equitable future for all, including the Ohlone people and other First People of these lands. Please consider donating to the Shumi land tags. I'll put the link in the chat. I invite Michael and Pastor Jacqueline to lead us in our chalice.
Thank you, Maddie. The chalice is one public symbol of Unitarian Universalism and a faith path that some of us share. Please join me in saying the Star King chalice lighting words. The words are in the chat. With the kindling of this flame, we reaffirm our commitment to accept life's gifts with grace and gratitude, and to use them to bless the world with the spirit of love. And now invite Jasmine and Reverend Shannon to light the red and white candles.
Thank you, Michael. The white and the red candles are a tradition created to accompany the chalice lighting by our Emerita President, Rebecca Parker. We kindle the flame of our red candle that symbolizes the abiding reality of love and shared work to restore the human community and the earth to wholeness and harmony.
I kindle the flame of our white candle as a reminder that the evil of our days knocks more frequently on some doors and is a symbol of the power of love to transform violence, to ease suffering, and to bless our dying.
Okay.
Here is a little music as poetry. This is from the song Gathered Here. Gathered here. Gathered here in the mystery. Oh. Okay, sorry.
One momentary switch. We will sing the in-gathering song first, and then we'll get to the poetry, the music as poetry. Jazz is really excited about that, and we are so grateful for her new idea. So we'll get to that in a moment. But
Oh,
first,
I invite you then, Erica.
thank you.
To please sing our song.
Thank you, Jazzy. So first we will do the in-gathering song. And today I especially would like to lean on the group as a whole because I am recovering from pneumonia. And so my lungs are not as I would hope they were. So this song is a version of, it's called Please Prepare Me. This version is sung by a beautiful chorus. And the lyrics are in the chat. And I do recognize that different people hold their sacred as different, you identify it as your divine sacred. So at the end, when it says to be a sanctuary for you, you can maybe say for truth. I will sing it through once and then invite all of you to help me in my lungs sing it 2 more times. Here we go. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for truth.
Girl, there's nothing wrong with your lungs. Let's sing.
Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Once more, uplift your voices. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I will be a living sanctuary for you.
Now we invite Jazzy in all of her sacred enthusiasm.
I have a meditation with Michael next. Is this correct?
Let it be a meditation. We'll move with the rhythms of this space and with each other. Greetings, siblings. As we collectively create sanctuary in this space and explore its meaning, where you are and as you are, I invite you into a moment of meditation. As it feels right for you, you may close your eyes, perhaps lower your gaze, or focus your attention on the image shown on the screen. It is an image looking up and through a sacred circle of redwood trees. While reflecting on the question, how does sanctuary look, sound, feel, and smell for you? How does sanctuary look, sound, feel, and smell for you? Another question bubbles up for you. Go with it. Do what is right for you. Let us enter into a minute of silence together, reflecting on our thoughts, on what is sanctuary for us. The silence will be broken by the sounding of the singing bowl. Thank you for holding the silence with me and for co-creating sanctuary in this space.
Please now enjoy a little poetry, music as poetry. This is Gathered Here. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour. Gathered here in one strong body. Gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near.
Thank you, Jazzy, for speaking those words. I invite everyone to, again, unmute as you are willing and able and join in the cacophony of sound as we sing Gathered Here, singing the living tradition, number 389. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggles and the power. Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggles and the power. Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Spirit, draw near. Spirit, draw near.
Thank you, Erica, for that lovely song. I invite us all the opportunity to reflect on this question now. You may put your response in the chat or speak it into the room or offer deep listening of other responses. Our question is, what does your personal or internal sanctuary look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? I welcome your responses.
My internal sanctuary looks like my grandmother's kitchen. Iron skillet, and in the skillet there is skillet toast that has a layer of butter on it. And I am standing behind my grandmother, dancing, waiting for my piece of skillet toast on which I'll put a lot of syrup. That's my internal sanctuary, the smell of my grandmother's kitchen and her cooking.
In the chat, Vanessa wrote, "It is a park with rolling hills and small cobblestones. It feels like freedom. It smells of fresh grass."
Mm.
In the chat, Michael wrote, "My internal sanctuary is the warm, comforting arms of my grandmother wrapped around me." In the chat, Liesel wrote, "Meditating with my hands curled around my morning teacup, sitting on my comfy sofa in the quiet of my house." Anya wrote, "My sanctuary feels like my bed." Yvette wrote, "Spaciousness, stillness, warm, fire, water, and herbs with dragonflies and lightning bugs." Jennifer wrote, "Smells of polished wood and incense."
Ooh.
Larkin wrote, "The high mountains after a thunderstorm, with summer wildflowers all around, the earth smelling new and fresh." I invite one or two more responses. Oh, there's two that just came in. Oh, there's a third one. Okay. Shannon wrote, "My sanctuary looks like a grove of trees. It feels like a warm hug. It smells like freshly baked bread. It sounds like birds chirping sweetly." Pamela wrote, "Dramberg Stone Circle in Ireland with the smell of warm earth beneath me." And Jenny wrote, "My internal sanctuary by a lake on top of a hill in spring." I invite Michael for music as poetry for This Little Light of Mine.
Thank you, Jassy. This little light of mine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Now I invite Erica and Reverend Shannon to lead us in the singing of This Little Light of Mine.
Thank you so much, Michael, for that beautiful reading. Okay, so Shannon and I will sing the song through, and then the final time we will go back to round one and invite everybody to unmute, and let's have a cacophony of sound. So we all know it. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let
Let
it
it shine,
shine,
let
shine,
it
let it
shine.
shine.
Okay, I know everyone's ready, but one more. We're gonna invite you in a minute. One more. Everybody, please mute, and then we'll let you know when to unmute. Okay, the third round. Building up a world. I'm gonna let it shine.
Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine.
Building up a world. I'm gonna let it shine.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Okay, now everybody unmute. This little light of
The light
mine.
of mine,
I'm gonna
I'm
let it
let it
shine.
shine.
This little
This
This
light of
light of
mine.
mine,
I'm
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 gonna
gonna
let it
Let
let
it
it
shine.
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 This little
This
This
light of
light
light of
mine.
mine,
I'm gonna
I'm
let
gonna
it
let it
let
shine.
shine.
Let it
Let it
shine.
it shine,
shine.
Let it
Let
Let
it
it
shine.
shine,
Let it
shine.
let
shine.
it shine.
Oh
shine.
yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. That was wonderful. And now I want to invite you to join me in a spirit of prayer. You may choose to settle your body with a deep breath. Close your eyes, lower your gaze. Please do whatever feels right for you in your body at this time. Oh, sacred spirit, that which is known by so many names and by no name, we are gathered here in this beloved community in love and the fullness of our lived experiences. We bring our joys and our sorrows, our hopes and our disappointments. We bring our desire to learn and know more, and we bring our exhaustion at the end of the term. Beloveds, come into the cave of the heart. Come into the cave of my heart. Come into the cave of your heart. She welcomes you. I welcome you in this moment. What does the cave of your heart want to speak right now? I invite you to speak aloud or place in the chat your hopes, dreams, celebrations, your heartaches, anything that you are holding that you need this community to hold. And if you'd like additional support, please place a request for pastoral care in the chat. And Pastor Jacqueline will get back to you within 48 hours. Thank you, Vanessa. Hopes of a peaceful world. Jennifer, blinking into the unknown. Michael, gratitude for this beloved community. Erica, prayers for health, healing, and a smooth move to the Midwest. Larkin, joyfully anticipating gathering in person for graduation and offer hopes for safe and smooth travel for all. What does the cave of your heart want to speak right now? Thank you all for your offerings. May we find comfort in this moment together. May we find strength in this sanctuary that we're creating here. And may we know that we are loved in our wholeness. Amen, and may it be so.
Oh, come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you, she welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you, she welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you, she welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you, she welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you, she welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes you, she welcomes you. Come into the lair of my prayer, lair of my prayer, lair of my prayer. She welcomes you, she welcomes you. Come into the lair of my prayer, lair of my prayer, lair of my prayer. She welcomes you, she welcomes you. Come into the cave of my heart, cave of my heart, cave of my heart. She welcomes.
I invite us all the opportunity to reflect on this question. You may place your answer in the chat or speak it into the room, or offer deep listening to others' responses. Where do you find you create sanctuary beyond your internal sanctuary? How do you create sanctuary beyond your internal sanctuary?
Create external sanctuary in my garden. I love to garden, and I have packets of seeds that I have bought over the years, and seeds remind me of the hope of the world, that if I plant them, they may grow. So there's something about spring and gardening where I look forward to plants coming back, but I always get volunteers, things that I didn't plant that come from other people's yards. Sometimes they're weeds that are beautiful, but I pull them out with a ferocity like, no. But otherwise, it's to walk among the gifts of Mother Nature, those that bloom and have fragrance and those that don't. So that's where I find external sanctuary. How about for others?
In the chat, Erica says, by holding space for others now and in my future aspirations to run a spiritual retreat center. Vanessa said, my sanctuary is my heaven room where I sit with all animal and human family souls, meditate and work. I do all of my sacred Star King work here. In the chat, Michael wrote, I create sanctuary by offering my gift of deep listening to others, to hear and feel their joys and sorrows. Sherry wrote, I find it in the hills of the East Bay of San Francisco among the trees, waters, flowers, and sweeping views. Liesel in the chat wrote, I create sanctuary by offering presence. I'll say that I find my sanctuary externally outdoors, anywhere outdoors, anywhere under the sky. If there is a tree, that is enough for me. And also in the sacred connection with any other living beings and getting to witness them just existing. Larkin wrote, in my breath, and the sound of the waves and birdsong. Shannon wrote, I create sanctuary with presence, deep listening, warm meals, offering songs. I find it in the trees, along the coast, and in my family. Jenny wrote, I hope my acupuncture treatment room is sanctuary to my patients. I have an old CD player, and the music helps create the space. I invite one or two more responses. Maddie wrote, at the ocean, witnessing that which has been here forever and will be here long after me. The greatness of the ocean provides sanctuary in realizing how small I am in the realm of the world. Thank you so much for your responses.
Sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. 'Cause I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I walk the path with you. Go slow, dear one, don't hurry. I'll go just like you need to go. There is no need to worry. 'Cause I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you, Jazzy, for holding that community conversation. And I invite Reverend Shannon.
Thank you, Pastor Jacqueline. As you may know, next week, Thursday, May 11th, Star King School for the Ministry will hold our spring commencement ceremony. We acknowledge the incredible work and commitment of all those who graduate next week, and encourage those who may be in the middle of their journey or just starting that it is possible to finish. We hold these seminarians in love and bless them on their journey as they leave the sanctuary of Star King, knowing that they have this beloved community to return to again and again, to weave and dream and co-create just and sustainable communities. We also want to thank the many loved ones, family members, friends, allies, mentors, teachers, many of whom are here in this room, the deans, the leadership, the trustees. We thank the mentors, our ancestors, our spiritual guides, and all those who have supported these students on their journey through Star King. Seminary is not for the faint of heart, and we have all needed and will continue to need those in our ever-growing circle of love and support. Now, let us honor these graduates. With a certificate in chaplaincy studies, Yvette McDonald.
With a certificate in multi-religious studies, Maggie Detar Lavelli. Beth Manchester Howell, Yvette McDonald.
With a Master of Arts in Social Change, Jeanette Bessinger, Helen Casara, and Yvette McDonald.
With a Master of Divinity, Christy Cardinal, Greg Klein, Charlotte Kramer, Jacob Keene, Kenneth Langer, Michael Macias, Beth Manchester Howell, Jakaring Oleoya, Shannon Pullen, Greg, Gary Simpson, Jennifer Springsteen, and Johnny Truant.
And with both a Master of Divinity and a Master of Arts and Social Change, Isaac Castro and Lauren Martinez. Blessings to all as you go forth. And now I turn it over to Jazzy. Who's going to offer a benediction.
We will extinguish our flames with our benediction. May our graduates go out from the sanctuary of Star King, full of the feelings of community nurtured, the spirit filled with knowledge, and the practice of their spiritual work done here in their bones. May our people who identify as mothers feel as nurtured and held today as they should every day in celebration. May we remember the service of our fellow military. May you feel a little sanctuary as you go out into the world today. May you hear sanctuary among the sounds that fill your ears. May you see sanctuary in the visions, either imagined or real, that your mind's eye holds for just a moment, or many moments. May you find peace in the world beyond your inner landscape. May you create feelings of safety and love all around you in the next few seconds, and the next few hours, and the next few days, and the next few weeks, months, or years, as you're so called. May we all hold sanctuary together.
Thank you for that benediction, Jazzy. Today's closing music will be the same song we used as our opening. Please prepare me. This version I learned from Beautiful Chorus. Again, I will sing it through once and invite everyone to wind down this final chapel service of the semester and uplift our voices together. So once through, and then I'll invite you and we'll sing it 2 more times. Thank you. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary. pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for truth. Please join me. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary,
Pure and
holy,
holy, tried and true.
with thanksgiving,
I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Please prepare
Me
to be a
be a
sanctuary,
sanctuary,
pure
pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Man, hallelujah. Blessed be Ashe and Shalom.
We just want to thank everyone who has prepared chapel this entire academic year. There have been so many students involved. We just want to lift up your efforts and thank you. We invite you to stay after, and we'll hang out in the Zoom room until noon. So hang out, stay for conversation and community, and blessings to everyone.